Hmm. What do we have here? Another visitor to the Riffs audio library? Hey, take it easy. I'm not gonna hurt you. After all, you are my guest during your stay. Don't know how you got here. Don't worry, I see this all the time. You aren't as much here as you are lying in your bed or sitting relaxed at a desk. I'll save my theatrics. Years with only robots around can drive you nuts. You aren't here with me in the flesh, but a little bit of that mind of yours ended up here, and I'll leave it at that. I'll assume, like the others, you needed some relaxation too, huh? Spot on, aren't I? So, just relax, and we'll find you the most relaxing video you can listen to. There's plenty of stories throughout this strange universe, after all. It's not as much of an if you'll find the perfect video, but more of a when. Now, I'm getting ahead of myself. I've made a bit of a questionnaire to help lost souls such as yourself. After the first few blunders, this has made the whole process so much simpler. I'm Dr. Orion, but you can call me Cosmic during your stay. Now, shall we begin? Fantastic. And remember, these choices will impact your stay. Let's begin. What is your name? Okay. I like it. It reminds me of someone I used to know. More than a lifetime ago, that is now. What is your birthday? It seems like a good time of year to have one. Mine was during the spring. Mine were always during the spring, and I enjoyed getting to have outside parties before it got too hot. What gender do you feel most comfortable as? And following that, what are your pronouns? Gotcha. When listening to audios, do you prefer masculine or feminine voices? Interesting. Alright. What about your favorite audio length? Favorite audio length. Favorite audio length. Gotta say, I enjoy them being that long too. Do you prefer the sound of tapping or scratching? Tapping. Or scratching. Tapping. Or scratching. Personally, I can never decide on which I prefer. I think the taps on soft surfaces, such as in this case here, are nice to listen to. It kind of reminds me of rain on a tile roof. Just a nice sound to listen to. But I also do really like scratches, especially on hair. I think they're an amazing trigger. What about you? Do you like scratches or taps? What about hair being brushed? You like audios with hair being brushed? Alright, next question. One-shots or bridging stories? One-shots or bridging stories? Yeah, I've seen so many one-shots that I'd love to be continued, and so many long-form videos that could have made for an amazing series. I guess it just kind of goes to show that there's always a desire for what we don't have, right? What about audible and clear whispers or inaudible voices? Audible and clear whispers, ones that you can fully understand and take comfort in, or yeah, I'm up for either one, honestly. I am a pretty light sleeper myself, so I tend to go with the ones on sleepless nights that are a bit less talkative. The ones that have a story can be kind of hard to follow as I'm drifting off. But when I am just working or going about my daily life, I do like to listen to the more story-based ones, almost like an audiobook. Now, back to the questions. What about drama audios with vocals and acting, or quiet ones with just audio triggers and perhaps music? Such a hard question. Yeah, I think stories are pretty great. They've been used for generations in most cultures to ease others to sleep. However, a good story can keep you awake and focused, perhaps even leading to creativity and an overactive imagination, as you try and keep track of all the different things going on. Sound triggers, they're so much more simple, more lucrative. Everyone's got different taste in sounds. For example, I adore sounds of hair being played with or tapping, but I hate when certain objects are scratched. Like that holographic paper. I think that slime is definitely a lot of fun. This isn't actually slime. This is a squeezy cheese, but it sounds similar enough. forgot how much fun it is to mess with this thing. I'll have to play with it some more once you leave. What about sounds that you particularly dislike? Ones that make you feel tense or uncomfortable, maybe? I'm only quizzing you so that we can find your ideal audio match. The more specific I get, the better results I can give you. That being said, you are free to browse the audio library, but your search for relaxation might be a bit long. Without proper channeling, every audio will lead you further down a rabbit hole as you try to find one better than the last. Look, the point I'm trying to make is that this is going to be a long search for the perfect audio for you. I doubt going in there all willy-nilly is going to help you much in your search. Or perhaps you enjoy chaos in your audios. So much to think on. Now, how about ambience in your audios? Do you want there to be background noises, rain, wind, or music? Or would you rather it simply just be you and the speaker one-on-one? I see what you mean. For a while, the audios I recorded included forest ambience. After a bit of feedback, though, I decided to remove the background tracks with crickets in them. I love their chirps, but other people can find them unsettling. After listening for longer, I could understand why. Rain and fireplaces are my new go-tos for background noise. What about the kind of personality that you prefer hearing? Do you like it when the speaker is sweet to you, fills you with words of encouragement, tells you that you can do it, and that you are so strong? Do you prefer hearing angry audios where the speaker can't stand talking to you? Crazy audios where the speaker is just a little bit unhinged? Sad audios where it's good to get a cry out? Or happy where everything's good in life, you're feeling positive, I'm feeling positive, everyone's just trying to hype each other up and live their best lives? There's so many ranges for any mood you desire. And what about the listener role? Should you remain unvoiced, or should you have a script with the speaker? Yeah, I agree with you there. What about genres? Let's see here. There's so many. Sci-fi, horror, romance, slice of life, characters, and so many more. I tend to enjoy fantasy above all others, but sci-fi will always be a close second. I don't think I've listened to too many with that genre. Maybe I'll have to give them a try. Let me jot that down real quick. Okay. Next question. Do you have a favorite creator? I'm a bit jealous, I suppose. I'm only kidding. Taste is subjective after all. Lately, I've been listening to White Rabbit ASMR and Amy K, but I'll never pass one up from Macalda Ray. You know, I think I've heard of them. I've heard their stuff's pretty good. I'll have to give it a listen to. What about a favorite word? Do you have one that causes a tingle response or emotional response? I don't think I've heard that one before. What about when listening? Do you prefer to be laid back in bed with headphones, sitting at a desk, or simply chilling with it playing out of your phone or TV? Okay. And what about...
Do you understand that this place is far more real than your feeble mind could comprehend? An evil in the center of space. A powerful being who watches all and leaks their poison throughout the multiverse.
Oh, fuck. I apologize for that. This place has done things to my mind. A lack of interaction, and the gift I was bestowed has driven me to the edge of insanity and back so many times. This place, the audio library, is safe though. You are safe. Do not wander outside of here. The corruption might consume you faster than most without a physical form. Vampires or werewolves? Well, aren't you pretentious? Licensed character audios or original character audios? Oh yeah, both can be done so well. I feel like it's important to get the characters, you know, their characteristics down right, not misinterpret them. I have seen a lot of audios out there where the character is so much different than the original. I do really love original works though. I think that they show a lot of creativity when creating a character and having to go through everything, coming up with their voice, coming up with their design, their story. And with that, we are basically done with our questionnaire. I want to thank you for taking the time to fill this out with me today. This is going to help me find you the perfect audio. One last thing before you head in there. Be respectful of the creators. This is their work they're posting out there for you. Make sure to treat them with kindness. This concludes our test. Thank you so much for participating. I prepared an audio library for your specific taste. Be sure to reload the page when you return to your world. I hope you can find peace and relaxation outside of this place. Now, step through that door and continue your quest for slumber. I hope you have a good night and are able to get some rest.